Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
This time,
I'm excited for this one.
we are talking all about the legendary Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is.
Yeah, it's a sherry bong classic.
For those who might not be super familiar with Glendronach, it's a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey.
That's right.
Known for its bold, sherry-forward flavor profile.
Yes, very much so.
And we are so lucky today to have some amazing tasting notes from the whiskey blogger, Stephen Cram.
I love his notes.
They are so good.
They're so in-depth.
I feel like...
He really knows his stuff.
Yes, he does.
And this was a bucket list whiskey for him.
Oh, wow.
So he waited
So you know he's had some time to think about it.
a long time to try this whiskey.
Yeah.
So his notes are not just objective tasting notes. They're also like
There's some anticipation built in there.
years of expectations built up.
I'm excited to hear about that.
And how that kind of shaped his experience. Yeah, because we're not just tasting the whiskey.
Right.
We're tasting his expectations.
Exactly.
As well.
But before we get to his tasting notes, let's paint a picture of where this whiskey comes from.
Right, like set the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I love it.
Glendronach has been producing single malt whiskey since 1826.
Wow.
Their distillery is nestled in the Forgu Valley near Huntly in Aberdeenshire.
So we're talking Scotland.
Yes, Scotland.
Highland region.
Yep.
I'm already picturing it.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful rolling hills.
Absolutely.
And they use locally sourced barley and water from the Dronach burn.
Very, very cool.
Okay, so we've got the setting.
Yes.
It's like a scene straight out of a whiskey movie, you know?
I love that.
Rolling hills, pristine water source, and a distillery steeped in tradition.
Yeah, hundreds of years of tradition.
But how does Glendronach translate that into a sherry bomb?
Ah, yes, that's the big question.
Yeah.
So it's all about the casks.
Okay.
They age their whiskey in a combination of ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks. So these casks previously held American bourbon or Spanish sherry.
Wow.
And they impart those flavors into the whiskey.
So like the whiskey is soaking up the essence of those previous liquids.
Exactly. It's absorbing all those flavors.
Wow.
So from the ex-bourbon casks, you get notes of vanilla caramel and coconut.
Okay.
And then from the ex-sherry casks, you get those rich dried fruit flavors.
Yeah.
Spices, nutty nuances that we associate with sherry bombs.
Oh, so it's like a dance between American and Spanish influences.
Absolutely. It's blending two very different flavor palettes together.
Into one masterpiece.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Now, something else you might be wondering is why Glendronach uses copper pot stills for distillation.
Okay.
So these stills are very traditional, and they actually play a big role in the whiskey's final character.
Interesting. I never realized that the actual stills themselves could impact the flavor,
Oh, yeah.
significantly.
The copper acts as a catalyst during distillation,
Okay.
and it helps remove sulfur compounds
Okay.
and creates a smoother, more refined spirit.
So it's not just like a vessel
Right. It's actually doing something.
that's actively shaping the flavor.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
I know, right?
All right, so we've got the setting, we got the ingredients, the casks, the stills.
Yep.
What was Stephen's first impression when he finally got his hands on this bottle?
Well, the first thing that struck him was the color.
Okay.
He describes it as rich and visually appealing with noticeable oiliness.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
It is. And that oiliness actually tells us something important about the whiskey.
Okay, what's that?
It suggests a full-bodied texture
Mm-hmm.
and a lingering mouthfeel.
Ooh.
All thanks to those 21 years spent maturing in oak.
So you can tell a lot just by looking at it?
Absolutely. It's like a visual preview of what's to come.
I like that.
But the real show begins when you bring the whiskey to your nose.
Okay, here we go.
Stephen found the aroma to be intense, filled with notes of dates, raisins, figs, coffee, vanilla, and nuts.
Wow, that's a lot going on.
It's a complex bouquet, but he points out that it's easy to identify those individual notes.
Okay, so it's complex but still approachable.
Exactly.
All right, I'm starting to understand why this whiskey is so highly regarded.
Right.
It sounds like a perfectly balanced sensory experience.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did that aroma translate to the actual taste?
Well, you'll have to wait till part 2 to find out.
Oh, man.
And to really understand why this whiskey has achieved such legendary status.
Okay, so we left off with that incredible aroma. Dates, raisins, figs, coffee, vanilla, and nuts.
Yes, such a great combination.
I know. I'm ready to hear what happens when we actually take a sip.
All right, well, get ready, because Stephen describes the flavor as super intense.
Oh, wow.
almost mirroring the aroma he detected on the nose.
Super intense.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could be overwhelming.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
Yeah.
But it's not.
Okay.
It's all about balance. So part of the intensity comes from the alcohol content.
Okay.
So the Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament is bottled at 48% ABV.
Okay, so that's a little higher
It is.
than your average whiskey.
Yeah, so a higher ABV often means a more powerful flavor experience.
Because there's less water to dilute it,
Exactly.
but intensity alone doesn't make a whiskey great.
No, it's got to be balanced.
Right.
Like a perfectly seasoned dish
Yeah.
where every ingredient shines through.
That's a good analogy.
And actually, Stephen, in his notes, starts to wonder what a cask strength version of this would be like.
Oh, wow.
So cask strength means it's bottled straight from the cask.
Without any dilution.
Yeah, no dilution.
So even more intense.
Yeah, significantly higher ABV.
I can see why that would pique some whiskey enthusiast interest.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But getting back to this version,
Yes.
what else did Stephen have to say about the taste?
He describes a flavor journey
Okay.
that starts at the front of the mouth
Mm-hmm.
and extends all the way to the back of the throat, emphasizing the way the flavors coat your entire palate.
So you're not just tasting this whiskey.
Right.
You're experiencing it.
It's the full-body sensory
It's
experience.
like a symphony of flavors playing out on your tongue.
I love that analogy.
I tried.
That's perfect.
Okay, so we've covered the color,
Mm-hmm.
the nose,
Yes.
the palate.
Yeah.
But what about the grand finale?
Yes.
The finish.
The finish.
What did he have to say about that?
He describes it as exceptionally long and lingering. A
Wow.
real highlight of this whiskey.
I bet.
And honestly, the finish is where you really appreciate the quality and the complexity of a well-aged spirit.
For sure.
It's like the afterglow of a fireworks display.
Okay.
You know, those lingering sparkles that keep the magic alive even after the main event is over.
I like that.
Now, as someone who hasn't had the chance to try that many aged whiskeys,
Yeah.
how would you recognize an exceptional long finish?
That's a good question.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
So think about it this way. When you swallow most drinks,
Yeah.
the flavor disappears pretty quickly.
It does.
But with a well-aged whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
especially one like this,
Mm-hmm.
that has spent 21 years in oak, those flavors continue to evolve and unfold
Really?
long after you've taken a sip.
Why?
They linger on your palate,
For how long?
sometimes for minutes,
Wow.
changing subtly over time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that.
So that's the magic of a long finish.
Mm-hmm.
It's a testament to the ingredients,
Okay.
the skill of the distillers,
Mm-hmm.
and the patience of time.
That makes a lot of sense.
So you can really tell you're getting your money's worth
I like that.
with a good long finish.
So I'm definitely going to pay more attention to the finish the next time I try a whiskey.
You should.
Okay, so we've gone through Stephen's entire tasting experience.
Yes, we have.
But what's the overall verdict?
Yeah.
Did the Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament live up to the hype?
Well, based on his notes, it definitely seems like it delivered on all fronts. That's awesome.
He calls it a fantastic whiskey.
It's good to know it lived up to the years of anticipation.
Exactly. And he raves about everything,
Like what?
from the history and the bottle design
Yeah.
to the color, aroma, taste, and finish.
So it's a winner.
It is.
But we can't talk about a whiskey like this without addressing the elephant in the room,
Oh, yeah.
the price tag.
That's right.
Stephen even mentions in his notes that the cost is one of the reasons why he waited so long to try it.
It's true. It's definitely a splurge.
It is.
But, exceptional quality often comes with a premium price.
That's true.
And that's something to consider when thinking about how you as a listener might approach a whiskey like this.
But remember Steve also suggested sharing a bottle?
Oh, yeah, that's a great point.
Which I think is such a good idea,
I think so, too.
especially for special occasions.
Yes,
You know, like sharing a special bottle like this can make the experience even more memorable.
for sure.
And it certainly eases the financial burden.
Right. It takes the pressure off.
A little bit.
Yeah. Plus, you get to discuss those incredible flavors with your friends.
Yes.
Compare tasting notes.
And maybe even debate the merits of cask strength versus the standard bottling.
Exactly. It transforms the experience from a solitary indulgence
Right.
into a shared moment of appreciation.
And with whiskey as special as this,
Yeah.
that shared experience takes on a whole new level of meaning.
You're not just tasting history,
Mm-hmm.
you're sharing it.
Exactly.
I love that.
So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Okay, so we've got the history,
Mm-hmm.
the production process,
Yeah.
the tasting notes,
Mm-hmm.
and even the price considerations.
Where does Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament fit into the larger world of whiskey?
That's a really interesting question.
It is.
But we have to remember that whiskey is such a vast and diverse category.
It is.
There are countless styles and regions and expressions to explore.
I'm learning that more and more as we do these deep dives.
Me too.
But Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament represents a particular style,
Yes.
the sherry bomb,
The sherry bomb.
which has become incredibly popular in recent years.
It has.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think tastes in whiskey, like everything else, are constantly evolving.
That's true.
And there was a time when heavily sherried whiskeys weren't as appreciated
Really?
as they are today.
Interesting.
But in recent years, there's been a growing appreciation for those rich, complex, and often intense flavors that sherry casks bring to the table.
So it's like a whole new dimension of flavor has opened up.
Exactly.
So it's a bit of a renaissance
Yeah, I would say so.
for sherry bombs.
I like that.
It's interesting to think about how our collective palates change over time.
It is.
What do you think is driving this shift?
Well, I think part of it is that we're becoming more adventurous as drinkers.
Okay.
You know, we're seeking out new flavors, we're exploring different regions, and we're pushing the boundaries of what we consider good whiskey.
That makes sense.
And sherry bombs offer that sense of exploration.
Yeah.
They're bold, they're complex.
And undeniably delicious. And it sounds like Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament
Yes,
sits right at the heart of this sherry bomb movement.
it does.
You know, it's a classic example of the style,
For sure.
a benchmark for quality and flavor.
Absolutely.
But as we've discussed, it's also a significant investment.
It is.
So how do we as listeners, thinking about trying a whiskey like this, especially given the cost
Yeah.
and the idea that it might be best enjoyed with others?
Well, that's a question we'll explore further in part 3,
Oh, man.
where we'll delve into the broader world of sherry bombs,
Okay.
consider some alternative options, and ultimately help you decide if this legendary dram deserves a place on your whiskey bucket list.
All right. So we've established that the Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament is a special whiskey,
Oh, yeah,
a benchmark sherry bomb.
definitely.
But it does come with a pretty hefty price tag.
That's true.
So for those of you listening who might be new to this style,
Yeah.
where would you recommend starting?
That's a good question.
Is there a Sherry Bomb 101 out there?
You know,
That won't break the bank.
there are actually a lot of great entry-level sherry bombs
Okay.
that can give you a taste of what this style is all about
Yeah.
without
Gotta get spent.
requiring a special occasion budget.
Yeah.
One that comes to mind is the Aberlour 12-year-old double cask matured.
Okay.
It's a Speyside single malt that's aged in both ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks.
So you get that.
So you get that lovely balance of sweetness and spice.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, so think dried fruits, a touch of honey, and a hint of cinnamon.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great starting point.
Okay, so let's say someone tries the Aberlour 12 and they think, yeah, I'm ready for more sherry.
Okay.
Where do we go from there?
Well, if you're looking to level up your sherry bomb experience,
Okay.
the Macallan 12-year-old Sherry Oak is a classic choice.
Ooh, Macallan, I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's a bit pricier than the Aberlour,
Okay.
but it spends all 12 years of its maturation in those ex-sherry casks.
Wow.
So the flavors are more concentrated and intense. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, so expect rich notes of dried figs, candied orange peel, and a warming ginger spice.
Okay, so that's like the next step up.
Yep, exactly.
But let's say someone is feeling adventurous
Okay.
and they want something truly unique.
All right, I like it.
Is there a hidden gem out there?
Yeah.
A sherry bomb that's off the beaten path?
For those seeking something truly special, I would recommend the Glendronach 15-year-old Revival.
Another Glendronach.
Yes.
Interesting.
So this Highland single malt is exclusively matured in Oloroso sherry casks,
Okay.
which are known for producing rich, dark, and intensely flavored whiskeys.
So even more intense than the 21.
Potentially.
Oh.
You'll find notes of dark chocolate plums, walnuts, and maybe even a hint of leather.
Wow, that sounds like a whole sherry bomb symphony.
I like it.
But it seems like sherry bombs are having a real moment right now.
They are.
I'm curious,
Yeah.
why do you think that is? Have they always been this popular?
That's a good question.
Or is this a new thing? Tastes in whiskey, like anything else, are constantly evolving.
It's true. That's a good point.
And there was a time when heavily sherried whiskeys weren't as appreciated as they are today.
Really?
But in recent years, there's been a growing appreciation
Yeah.
for those rich, complex, and often intense flavors that sherry casks bring to the table.
It's like a whole new dimension of flavor has opened up.
Exactly.
So it's like a renaissance
Yeah, I would say so.
for sherry bombs.
I like that.
It's interesting to think about how our palates change over time.
Yeah.
What do you think is driving that shift?
Well, I think part of it is that we're becoming more adventurous as drinkers.
Okay.
We're seeking out new flavors. We're exploring different regions and pushing the boundaries of what we consider good whiskey.
Yeah.
And sherry bombs offer that sense of exploration.
Okay.
They're bold, they're complex, and they're undeniably delicious.
So the Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament sits right at the heart of this movement.
It does.
A classic example of the style, a benchmark for quality and flavor.
Absolutely.
But as we've discussed, it is a significant investment.
Yeah, it is.
So how do we even begin to prioritize trying a whiskey like this, especially given the cost and the idea that it might be best enjoyed with others?
Well, I think the important thing to remember is that there's no right or wrong way to approach a whiskey like this.
Okay.
If you're intrigued by the idea of a 21-year-old sherry bomb, and you're comfortable with the price tag, then absolutely go for it.
Yeah.
Savor every sip, appreciate the craftsmanship that went into creating such a remarkable spirit.
But if that's not for you, there are other options.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great advice.
And if sharing a bottle with friends makes the experience more accessible
and enjoyable,
then why not?
I think so.
You're creating memories, you're sparking conversations, maybe even discovering new favorites along the way.
It's all about the experience.
That's right.
All right, so to wrap things up, we've explored the history, the production, and the tasting experience of the Glendronach 21-year-old Parliament.
Yeah, what a journey.
A whiskey that has definitely earned its legendary status among sherry bomb enthusiasts.
It really has.
We delved into the nuances of this specific expression.
We did.
Considered its place within the larger whiskey world.
Yeah.
And even explored some alternative options for those looking to, just dip their toes into the world of sherry bombs.
Exactly.
And we learned that whiskey is more than just a drink.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
It is.
A conversation starter.
That's right.
And a gateway to this amazing community of passionate enthusiasts.
Absolute cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Well said.
We encourage you to seek out Glendronach and share your own experiences.
I agree.
Let us know if you've tried the 21-year-old Parliament.
Yes.
Or if there's another sherry bomb out there that you'd recommend.
We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time. Happy sipping.
Cheers.